It's the earnings report everyone's been waiting on and yet another record for NVIDIA. Let's dive in with MarketBeat analyst Thomas Hughes. Thomas, this report impressive yet again.
This might be the most impressive report NVIDIA has given in the last 2 years, and it's given a string of very highly impressive reports. We need to understand just how high the bar was set. Analysts have been raising their forecasts and their estimates up until just minutes before the release. It's been a steady stream of revisions. So the consensus was a little bit more than 82% revenue growth. They produced almost 95% revenue growth. They widened their margins. Um, Earnings are up 111%. And on
Wow.
top of that, the guidance is also hot. So this really is just an all the way around excellent report, much better than expected.
Better than expected is a thing any investor likes to hear. But last earnings report, NVIDIA was also better than expected, and it still wasn't quite enough. Do you think it's enough to satisfy investors?
Well, you can never tell with the market. The market's a fickle beast. If the market does pull back right now, it would be absolutely a buying opportunity. This company is still firing on all cylinders. I mean, it's so strong it's having to borrow cylinders from other people to fire on them. It's doing so well. So yeah, I would expect this stock to continue trending higher. I'll be looking out for quite a few analyst revisions tomorrow. I would expect to see them coming out pretty strongly over the next couple days and just see what they say. I think that they're going to lead this stock much, much higher.
Let's dive into the details of this report a little bit more. What are some of the really exciting things that we saw for the future of NVIDIA come out in this report?
Well, so all the strength is still in the data center, so it's all about AI. The company says that demand is incredible for Hopper, which is the current iteration of its products, but also for Blackwell, which is the next generation. They say Blackwell is in full production right now, so we should expect to see that hitting the end users really soon and start seeing some benefit from that in their results. But as far as data center goes, it grew by 112%, 17% sequentially. We're looking for another big, impressive growth in the current quarter. The guidance for the current quarter is pretty awesome as well. Just one more factor that will help lead this stock to new highs.
And this stock does just keep getting higher, reaching all-time highs just within the last couple of weeks. I feel like we see this every time before an NVIDIA earnings report where the market gets really excited for the news that's going to come out. And then we do sometimes see that pullback. I know you talked about it a little bit already, but what are your thoughts on whether we see a pullback in a stock? And if we do see a pullback, how short-lived will that be?
Well, the last pullback didn't last very long. I think that this one, if it were to happen, would not last very long either. Just as you were saying, the market did run up quite a bit ahead of their results. People were fully expecting the strength. We broke to new highs just a week or so ago. So a little pullback would be a natural market movement, and I think that it would absolutely lead to the next buying opportunity.
Where are analysts expecting the stock to go? It's been on quite a rip already.
Well, there is a little bit of a range to the consensus estimate or to the estimates, but the consensus is rising. It's looking for about a 15% increase, but the high end range where most of the targets are caps out at $200, which is about 33% upside for the stock. I would expect to see that number increase over the coming weeks because of these results.
Yeah, and there's no really stopping the growth of this company. In fact, some are saying the growth for NVIDIA is really just beginning, that once Blackwell comes out, we're going to see even more growth down the road. Is that what you're seeing in this report?
Yeah, I think I would concur with that assessment. As the CEO has said before, there is a multi-trillion dollar upgrade cycle going on right now in data centers. So all the data centers that are existing are trying to upgrade, and then all the new data centers are relying on all this next gen technology. The way that AI is advancing, technology will advance again in the next year or two. So all of these data centers will need to upgrade again. So we're in a persistent upgrade cycle, I would say, because I would expect to see AI technology advance rapidly and significantly in large steps over the next few years.
So, just wrapping up your thoughts on this report, did NVIDIA satisfy with its Q3 report?
I would say that it did.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for the analysis, Thomas, and thank you for joining us. I know we have a lot of NVIDIA fans on this channel. You can watch our other content about NVIDIA and many more stocks right here on MarketBeat. We will continue to follow where this massive stock goes from here. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy investing.